Hi everyone, and welcome to this easy beginner tutorial on how to sharpen your own long track blades. Grab your stuff and let's get started. First things first, make sure that your sharpening jig is on a stable surface. Now you can screw in the height adjustments, but make sure that they are perfectly aligned. You can check if your blade is dull by placing a fingernail on the edge of the blade. If it slides off easy, it means that it's not sharp. Now carefully place the skates into the jig. Make sure you push the blades up against the height adjustments while you tighten them. As you can see here, left goes right and right goes left. These are all the stones I'm going to be using today. From left to right, a deburring stone, polishing stone and a whetstone. We start things off with the whetstone. This one consists of two sides, a coarse side and a fine side. Next up is the deburring stone. This one consists of four sides and will help us get rid of all the burrs. And the last stone we are going to be using today is this polishing stone, which also has two different sides. For the maintenance of my stone, I like to spray a little bit of WD-40 on the fine side of the stone. The first thing of sharpening is creating burrs. As you can see, I am using a diagonal motion. For me, this is the easiest way to create burrs on all four sides of the blade. Oh yeah, and just use the weight of the stone. There's no need to push on it. Now it's time to see if we've already created some burrs. If your nail gets stuck behind this little edge, you're definitely on the right track. You'll probably feel that you don't have burrs on all places yet, but no need to worry, just continue until you have. Now it's time to get rid of all those burrs that we have just created. While you slide the stone forward and backwards, also push it gently towards the blade. Now let's continue with the whetstone just as we did before. By creating a burr and then removing it, you end up with this sharp 90-degree corner. This is what we want along all four sides of the blades, and especially on the parts that were dull before we started sharpening. It might take a little bit longer for the burrs to form on the parts that are dull, but just continue until they are there. I like to do around 20 passes with the whetstone and then deburr again. If I don't deburr in between the sets, they will become pretty big and hard to remove. You might have seen that the surface of the blade is now full of scratches. We want to get rid of those, and we do that by just going forward and backward with the whetstone. You can just keep doing this until most of the scratches have faded away. Also, after this part, it's important that you get rid of the burrs. Those burrs might also feel smaller now, which is a very good sign. Now it's time for the polishing. I also put some WD-40 on the core side of this stone, and then it's just a matter of going forward and backwards. As you might have seen, I'm slowly drifting the stone from the left side to the right side. I do this to use a larger surface area of the stone. This is how I prevent the stone from wearing out too quickly. If all goes well, you can start to see the scratches disappear. All the burrs are very small now, but you still want to remove them. And for the finishing touch, I'm going to use the other side of my polishing stone. This is the finest one I have, and it will make the surface of your blades look like a mirror. And now one final check. If you can still feel some of the burrs, get the deburring stone. If not, you're good to go. You can really see the mirror effect right here. The smoother the surface, the less resistance on the ice. Now you can get your skates out of the jig, and you will definitely have some sharp skates for your next ice session. So, there you go. This is how you can sharpen your skates as a beginner. I hope you learned a lot, and you know what they say, practice makes perfect. If you want to know more about the gear that I'm using in this video, you can ask me, or you can go to your local speed skating shop. And if you want to get more into detail about sharpening, you can also let me know. For now, thanks for watching, and good luck on the ice.